Good morning, everybody, and welcome to anyway, and that was our Option Pit theme song. Welcome, everybody, to Option Pit this morning, your home for options education and volatility trading. It is I, Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, back in the state of Maine after our week of, let's just call it a week of fun at our Pro Trader Summit in Chicago. Events, what do we have? We're talking about iron condors and butterflies. It is a class, a 3-hour class on Saturday. I believe it is August 22nd. For Option Pit, I think it's live and above, full live members and above. It's free. For everybody new to Option Pit, it's going to cost you 147 bucks. But we'll talk about entering, exit, strategy, management, just basics of iron condor and butterfly trading. So you're looking for basically better entry points and reasonable exit points for those types of trades. Okay, so we'll discuss those in the broad strokes of using the Greeks for management. If you want to get an idea of what we do there is what we'll do, our free calendar spreads webinar here to give you an idea. All right. And with that, let's just look at the markets here. Okay, that's pretty much all you need to know. It was yesterday, we were kind of joking in the class about, or a lot of our traders like vol just can't hold bid. You know, we got a little bit of a run in VIX yesterday. Look at the 5-day chart. Okay, 0.5%, maybe we could squeak up a 0.5 point in VIX or something like that, 0.75 of a point. But from a Monday, we got almost, at some point we're almost unchanged. We closed 12.5. So there's no real rise in vol. Okay, so the weekend's gone. They're not selling it hard, but it's not going anywhere either. Okay, so trades we like, time spreads of different sorts. We'll look at some butterflies, I hope, today. Stocks we still like. Mark put one out yesterday, Facebook. We'll still look at that today. I think it's up a little bit where he looked at the call spread. Look at Twitter. Also, the big story is really what's holding the market is just Apple is continuing to be in a free fall, even after what was pretty solid earnings. I think that just the iWatch, I think there were some hopes that the iWatch was going to generate some more top line for them, and apparently it is not. So I don't know where Apple's going, but even in the face of buybacks, short term not too good, maybe long term better, but short term certainly not very good at all. And that's what we got for Apple, and I think that is weighing down just parts of the broader parts of the market. It's a huge chunk of market cap, and for right now, if Apple's not rallying nothing else, the broader markets are having a harder time. But you can see it's poking along a little bit, right? Google was up yesterday, right? Giving a little back. So there's really, what I'd say is we're in a market looking for some direction. And I think the potential real risks are the deflationary risks for you seeing in oil, gold, copper, all the commodities. There was also some new regulations coming out about power plant emissions. I don't know how that's going to affect the commodity markets. But again, that is more, let's just say, more uncertainty was tossed into an uncertain area, which generally is not long-term, well, let's just call it short-term bullish. Like the more certainty that seems to be pumped into the market, especially over the last 3 or 4 weeks, the better we have done. But again, we're still failing to make any sort of new highs. right? Every time we get somewhere, it kind of stops. I think we've tried how many times this year? Let's see, 1, 2, it just squeaks up a little bit. Like as soon as you're at 212 in the SPY, 212.5, it's having a hard time getting over that. And as of right now, we'll see what the ADP holds, but that also might be the last vestiges for VIX staying in the 12 handle. If we don't get any more news, it's going to be hard for that really to go anywhere. Also, what does this hold for the NDX? So let's say if the Apple, which is a huge chunk of the market cap, is so weak, but everything else is sort of flat to maybe slightly up. What does that do for an index like the NDX? It kind of just locks it up, doesn't go anywhere. So that's a potential trade as well. So just because Apple's doing bad, looking at the index, there's other things that are doing okay. Amazon has been doing well lately. Let's take a look at Microsoft, right? Up slightly. Nvidia flat. Netflix is doing okay. If we look at Amazon, just looking for some more market cap, weak, right? So on balance, though, note, like the Qs are down fractionally, right? So that index could be locked up. Apple falling is still an opportunity in another place. All right, and that's what we got for today. I don't see a whole lot of that changing. We'll have the ADP report tomorrow, and we'll see if there's any vol setups for that. But right now, it's just any drops in vol feel very slow, and just jumping up to the 13 handle or 14 handle relatively quickly. If we actually have a 1% move down, that's happening very fast, but none of it is holding. So I think that's the theme for the week. All right, everybody, you have a good day, and I will be talking to you soon in the option pit chat.